So if you're hoping that live service games are going to be a thing of the past and we're going to go away here in the near future, unfortunately, I got some bad news for you. What is going on, guys? This is Mike with Chit Chat Gaming. Hope you're all doing well. So as the title says, and I just mentioned, if you're a fan of live service games, then guess what? Great news for you. But if you hate live service games, then unfortunately, we got some bad news for you, like Wade Barrett would say.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news. Bad news.
With that being said, I'm a fan of both. Now, I'm a sucker for skins, especially in games like Fortnite and Warzone and such. You know, I am a sucker for skins. I do spend money on those games. I know a lot of people that do as well too. But before we get into this, if you're not familiar with like what a live service game is, it's games like Call of Duty Warzone, like I mentioned, Fortnite, Destiny 2, Fall Guys, even the more recent Suicide Squad, Rogue Company, even Halo Infinite as well here too is a live service game. Basically any game that is always online or has things like different seasons and battle passes as well too, which everybody hates battle passes. They are absolutely dreadful at sometimes as well here too. So that is basically what you call a live service game. Now it's crazy because recently there was a survey that was sent out to 537 game developers around the world that basically asked them, hey, what kind of games are you currently working on here for the future? And it's absolutely nuts to think that yes, 537 of those, 95%, so that'd be around 500 of those surveys came back saying that those developers are currently either working or maintaining a current live service game. So like I said, if you think that these are going away, they're definitely not going away. As mentioned, unfortunately, I'm a sucker of some of these games as well here too. I play some, and there's been a lot of games that have failed as well too. You think about it, there's a lot of live service games here, but there's also a lot of them that have been successful, and there's a lot of them that have actually just gone away. And it seems like if you think about it, a lot of these companies are doing that. They're creating these games like all the time here. And most recently, games like Knockout City, which I actually enjoyed. I bought the freaking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles pack for that, our little bundle they had, like 2 months before they closed their servers down. Even games like Splatoon, and such as well too, those have been very, very successful. But with that being said, though, games like Knockout City, more recently here, Crossfire X, I had played the hell out of Crossfire X on the Xbox as well too. I spent a lot of money on that game. I'm telling you, I spent a lot of money on that game because, like I said, I'm a sucker for these games. I don't always enjoy them, but I'm saying I'm a sucker for these, unfortunately. So if anything, I'm adding to this as well too. But with that being said, though, I spent a lot of money on Crossfire X, and they just literally shut their servers down and the game went bye-bye. So I lost a bunch of money that I spent on skins. So it's always a gamble to, whether or not you're going to spend money on a game like this. So we've seen a lot of them, like I said, pop up. A lot of them be successful, like Fortnite and Call of Duty, Destiny, and you've seen a lot of them that kind of, like I said, just died. And there's a lot of controversy over the new Suicide Squad game as well here too, because you have to always be online, and it is a fan service style game as well here too. I'm not too sure if there's any battle passes or anything on that game, but again, always online, or games that have seasons or battle passes. With that being said, so it's absolutely crazy to think that these companies are still gambling on creating these games because they know that they can sell you these skins, these seasons, these battle passes. They know you're going to drop money into them. Games like Fortnite, when you think about it, Fortnite is always releasing some cool stuff. They recently just had WWE wrestlers on there. They had Family Guy. They had Ninja Turtles on there as well here too. They have everything. They have Capcom characters. They have Resident Evil. They have so many different style games. Halo. They had Master Chief on there as well here too. They literally released like everything. Walking Dead. They released everything you can possibly think of on on their game as well here too. So that way they can sell you skins, seasons, and everything else, and battle passes as well here too. And they're always very, very successful. They are anyways. But like I mentioned, there's a lot of games that have not been very successful at doing this. But again, though, like I mentioned, it's a gamble. And if anything, they can drop their game and they can make a little bit of money from you, from me. And then, there we go. And they can just actually end their service and their live service, and boom, it's all gone and over and done with. So as I mentioned, though, guys, like I said, I'm not a huge fan of them, but I do dip into them every once in a while. There's some games I really do gravitate towards and I have a good time with. Right now, it's mainly just Warzone and Fortnite. And yes, me and my kids and myself and a lot of my buddies are definitely definitely suckers for those style of games here. But I don't get into all of them, and I don't really enjoy having to buy battle passes for those as well here too. And I don't like having to be online all the time. For example, I had just actually pre-ordered Helldivers 2. I'm gonna have to cancel it because unfortunately I don't have a PS5. I don't have PSN. I really don't play my PS5 that much as I used to, and I don't play very many online games. I mainly use my PS5 for single player games, and I don't really play any multiplayer games. I usually use PC or my Xbox Series X for those. So with that being said, I decided to cancel my Helldivers pre-order because it's an always online game from what I've heard anyways. And of course you need to have PSN to be able to be online to play it as well too, and I'm just not a fan of that. So with that being said, I did cancel my pre-order. But again though, like I said in the very beginning here, if you're a fan of live service games, then good news. Most likely here it sounds like that developers are currently either maintaining or working on games here in the future for you to be able to play and for you to be able to spend your money, your hard-earned money, and buy different skins and battle passes and everything for. But if you're not a fan of these games, then unfortunately it sounds like they're going to be around for quite some time. Games like PUBG as well here too are always being developed. Always, anytime you look on the Nintendo eShop, or anywhere, any kind of a store, whether it's the Microsoft Store or the PlayStation Store, you always see these different random, like crazy games popping up, usually shooters, popping up, and there's always some kind of a battle pass and such as well here too. And there's also non-shooter games that are RPG games that do this as well here too. This is getting out of hand, but again though, people like me who, maybe not so much like me, but people who go out and buy everything and just suck in the whole entire live service games are, to basically blame for that. But again though, we're human. That's how it works, and that's how it's going to be, it sounds like. So let me know down below in the comment section what you guys think here. Are you excited that we're going to see more live service games? Do you not really care? Are you absolutely disturbed by this and don't want these style of games as well here too? Again, sound off down below and let me know. I always love to read your guys' comments and see what you guys say. So make sure you guys like this video if you choose to. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and make sure you turn on that bell notification to keep updated with all things that is Chit Chat Gaming. And as always guys, happy gaming.